do for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Central Michigan Chippewas will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Punga. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Missouri! And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Missouri 7, Central Michigan 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
9 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle. It's Fox. Right down the gut of the field. Pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Punga. Fires to the right. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Fox. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
On the play.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Fakes his man out. Spinderella. Afterburner's coming. At the 20. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Missouri, 14. Central Michigan, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grabbed on the outside, it's Fox. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. He'll pull it down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Punga. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Francis. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Looking for a gap. It's Gadecki. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On the move to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Off he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Punga. He's right on target. And the defense drags him down. The Chippewas want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Caught over the middle. It's Francis. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On the move, it's Gadecki. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Central Michigan, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Fox. Here's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCown. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Nice job by this offense, put the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's off to the races. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Central Michigan, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on second down. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Chippewas will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Going up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And the route is on.
Number 89.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Missouri, 35. Central Michigan, 7.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on a flash drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset.
He's got it down the left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Bounced right back to them.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Chippewas will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6?
Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Missouri, 42. Central Michigan, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They feed him again. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets one fly deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looking to move it through the air. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
The extra point. Is good.
Extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Punga. On the move, he fires. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Quarterback checking off. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example sometimes to harder. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Robinson. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the ground. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Central Michigan, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Punga. Buys a little time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Missouri, 70. Central Michigan.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
To the air, it's Punga. Got his man in the middle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And the Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to pass on 2nd down.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now this team has consecutive wins.